I figured out a way to cut my post-production time in half. This summer, I had a project where I had to create 5 mini documentaries in 2.5 months from first client call to final deliverable. Using this framework, I was able to get a rough cut, which would usually take me about 2 days, by lunch on my first editing day. I'm gonna give you all the information and materials you need to do this on your own for free in this video. This won't make you any better of an editor if you don't already know how to edit, but it can help you make your videos much faster. My name's Jacinto. I'm a San Francisco-based director and DP. Let's get into it. The first thing you need is transcripts of all of your interviews. This is one of the projects I was working on. Go through and get MP3 files of all your interviews for your project. This is important because we're not going to be doing our transcription in Premiere. We're actually going to come over into Gemini. If you've never used Google Gemini before, it's an AI chatbot like ChatGPT or any of the other ones. I've just found after testing all of them that it works by far the best of all the other options. Bring in your audio. So this is called Barry Audio. And you're also going to bring in one of the prompts that I've assembled. Essentially, this prompt has a rules-based system that bakes in intonation tags for your interview. This is where things get really interesting. These intonation tags basically indicate in text whether the speaker is speaking going up or speaking going down, as well as a few other different things. And this is really important to creating natural sounding edits. There's a link to get this transcription prompt, as well as the story sculpting prompt that we'll talk about a little later on down in the description. You're gonna go ahead and type transcribe using RTF rules and hit enter. Now you'll see the chat immediately jumps in and starts transcribing our MP3 file into this annotated transcript. You're gonna go ahead and do this process for all the interviews in your project. Open a new chat. In my new chat, I'm putting in my main interview as well as my 2 supporting interviews from this project. This second prompt is the story sculpting prompt. It expands on that rules-based system from the first prompt, essentially how to use those intonation tags to edit more efficiently. It will grab a section of a sentence that's really useful to the story you're trying to tell. Maybe it's like, this moment changed my life forever. Even if the beginning of that sentence isn't usable for your video, it'll search the rest of the video to find something that'll complete that sentence as the antecedent, make it make sense. It's really amazing to see how well it does. It saves a ton of time instead of scrubbing through looking for something that'll make that one little golden nugget work. The story sculpting prompt as well as the transcription prompt are both available at the link in the description. You get a whole kit with a bunch of information and tricks and tips about how to use this framework most effectively. The last thing you need here is some sort of background document. This can be a creative brief or a project description. It's essentially something that lets Gemini know what kind of video you're looking for. If you don't have this, you can type a short description into that prompt text box. The more information here, the better. So here I'm gonna go ahead and say, craft story based on the story sculpting prompt and hit enter. So this is the exciting part. We can see the LLM has already put together this rough cut of this video. This is almost exactly how the final video looked. It is a very similar script to what it already made. We already have this incredible rough draft, right? Except it's in text. In Premiere, you can go in and search for text. So then I can easily copy and paste this section into my master timeline. I do this line by line from the paper cut rough draft Gemini gave me. It turns assembling your rough draft from a scavenger hunt to a construction project, where you already know the parts you want, you know they're good, and you know the order they should go in. So you copy them one after another, and boom, you got a rough draft ready to go. Using this method, I was able to get a rough cut of my video onto my timeline by lunch the first day. Copying and pasting lines is a bit of a tedious process, but it's a lot faster than starting from scratch. Hello, I'm making a video. If you're interested in automating this process, check out Threadline. It's a new tool that my good friend and I are building that essentially automates this whole process and does all of the grunt work. So you can get your edits really quick and really efficiently. We're still in the very beginning stages of development, but we're really excited about where this thing is headed. If you go to the link in the description, you can sign up for the beta as well as get updates and other information as this comes out. Subscribe to this channel as well to get more information as Threadline comes together. We're really excited about this product. I think it's going to be really helpful for filmmakers and videographers. And let me know how this workflow worked for you down in the comments. If there's any ways that you see that it can be improved, I'd love to hear that as well. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name is Jacinto, and I'll see you next time.